Hello everyone, this is Jag. Well, in this video I'm going to show you fruits and berries you can propagate from cuttings in winter. Now you might think there's not much that can grow in winter. However, there are certain fruits and berries that you can only propagate from cuttings in winter while they're dormant. So let me show you which fruits and berries I'm talking about and how to propagate from cuttings and grow them into new plants. So let's get started. The very first one is blueberries. Now when blueberries go dormant in winter, they turn purplish in color and they lose a lot of their leaves, and this is the best time to take cuttings from blueberries to start your new plant. So let's take some. Now I'm going to take a cutting of this stem right here because it's going a little bit too close to the ground, so I'm going to snip it right there.
Since we are taking hardwood cuttings in winter, we want to strip off all the leaves. Let me break off this branch. Let me get rid of the new growth from the top. We are left with this long branch and we can create two plants out of this. So let me cut it right in the middle. There you go. Next, I'm going to peel off the bark from the cutting. Blueberries are a little bit harder to grow from cutting, so they do need help from a rooting hormone. So I have a rooting hormone here. All you need to do is dip the cutting into the rooting hormone. It's a powder, and the bottom of the stem is coated with that powder, and then you can just simply push down that cutting halfway into your pot.
Now, I don't usually recommend using rooting hormone. However, blueberries are a little bit tough to propagate from stem cuttings. So in the case of blueberries, rooting hormone is needed. However, you don't need rooting hormone to propagate the rest of the plants. Water your blueberry cuttings after planting and keep the soil moist at all times. After 2 months, the blueberry cuttings will start to grow. You can plant these new blueberry plants out in your garden in spring. Blueberry plants will start to produce a little bit of blueberries the first year, and they will produce a lot of blueberries the second year and up to 40 years.
Now I know what you're thinking. You want to know what kind of conditions you need to grow these cuttings. Do you place them inside or outside your house? Well, these cuttings are from plants that are cold hardy, but they do go dormant in winters. So in order to grow these cuttings and have them develop roots and create new plants, you still need three things. You need light, warmth, and moisture. So place these inside your house next to a window, and if you have a central heating system, that's enough warmth for them to start growing roots and start developing into new plants. However, you can also place them into a greenhouse in an area that receives light. Now, this information applies to all the cuttings I'm mentioning in this video.
Now, if you don't have existing plants to take cuttings from, ask someone who does. Ask a friend who is a blueberry plant or a raspberry plant or a blackberry plant if you can take cuttings from them, or you can even go to a community garden and ask them if you can take few cuttings. Now the next one is blackberries, and there are two ways you can propagate blackberries. Now the one is from cuttings and the second one is called tip layering. Now blackberries produce these long canes, and these canes, they tend to want to go into the ground, and they want to do that to propagate themselves in order to create new plants. Now we can take advantage of this and propagate plants for ourselves. So let me show you how I do that. Now in order to tip layer blackberries, all you need is a pot filled with potting soil and a rock. And then you can grab the cane that's coming closer to the ground. You can lower it into your potting soil in the pot and then cover with potting soil. Cover at least 3 inches of the cane right in your potting soil, and then place the rock right on top so that the cane does not come out. Now in few weeks, this cane will start producing roots into the potting soil. At that time, you can snip off the cane from the bag and you have a new blackberry plant. Now the second way to propagate blackberries is to simply take cuttings. Now I'm going to take a cutting right here from this stem, and we're going to use this one to create a new blackberry plant.
And to plant blackberries, just remove all the leaves. Make sure not to hurt the birds right there. So remove just the leaves right there and remove all the leaves, even the ones on the top. And then make a 45-degree cut right next to the node, and the stem should look like this. So I have this tray that I'm already using to grow these blackberries. I'm going to punch a hole in there, stick the blackberry cutting right in there, push it down so it's in contact as much soil as possible, and then press around it. Keep the soil moist at all times, and after a month, the blackberry cutting will start to produce leaves. The Primocane varieties of blackberries will produce the first year, while the Florocane will produce the second year.
Next up, raspberries. Now you can also take cuttings from raspberries to propagate new plants. So I'm going to take a cutting from this stem. Be careful, raspberries have very fine thorns on them. So handle carefully
We're going to do the same thing on the raspberry plant. Just get rid of all the leafy growth that's dormant, and then scratch the bottom. Punch a hole in there. We want to punch a hole so that once you're pushing down the stem, you'd actually break the stem. And push the soil all around it. Make the soil compact around the stem so it's in contact with the stem, so the stem gets the moisture when you water these plants. Raspberries and blackberries come in Propagate and Propagate varieties. Propagate means the growth that occurs the first year. So the Propagate varieties of blackberries and raspberries will produce the first year, while the Propagate produces on the growth from the last year. So Propagate varieties produce the second year.
Next, grapes. As you can see, my grapes have grown really well. I've been making grape videos and how to prune these grapes as well. So these grapes need pruning, which I'll be doing this winter. However, we can take the cutting from these grapes to grow a new grapevine.
Now I'm going to leave 2 nodes and I'm going to take a cutting from right here.
Now this branch might seem dead, and that's because it's dormant, and grapes grow the best from dormant branches. As you can see, this one is green from the inside.
Now make a cutting about 12 inches long, and then we're gonna scratch a little bit at the bottom. This helps the cutting to absorb more water.
Now use a tree tube like this to plant your grape cutting. This way most of the grape cutting will be in contact with the potting soil and with the water and moisture, and that will help it to root. So let me push it all the way down. There you go.
Water the grape cutting and keep the soil moist, and in 2 months you will get a brand new grape plant. Well, let's see if the grape cutting has developed roots. There you go. It has developed really nice roots, and the grape plant is growing really well. You can transplant the grape plant out in your garden in spring, and the grapevine will start producing lots of grapes in 2 years. Even a single vine can produce a lot of grapes.
I've also been working on compiling all the information that I've learned over the period of years into printable guides as well. And I have a printable PDF guide on how to grow carrots, and also complete guide on how to grow potatoes as well. It's a complete printable PDF guide that you can purchase from my website, daisycreekfarms.com. I also have a complete guide on how to grow seeds and seedlings. This is a 15-page guide including the cover and the summary, which contains detailed information on how to start your seedlings and grow really strong seedlings. If you'd like to check out these guides, I'll leave a link to these guides in the description of this video as well.
Next up, roses. Now you can also take cuttings from roses and propagate roses into new plants.
Now let me take this cutting right here. This seems like a nice growth that we can use to create our new rose plant. Now let's clean this rose stem. Let's remove all the leaves from it. Right there. Make a 45-degree cut right there. Now in my experience, I've seen aloe vera gel work really well to root rose plants. So take some aloe vera gel, add some cinnamon to it, and then dip your rose cutting in the aloe vera gel. Aloe vera helps to root the rose cutting, and cinnamon prevents fungal and bacterial diseases from occurring. Make some room in the pot with some aloe vera gel. Put the stem right in the potting soil and then press all around it. Water after planting. Well, let's check up on our rose cutting and let's see if the rose cutting has roots. Well, look at that. Really nice roots on the rose cutting. So the plant is developing really nicely.
Next up, sugarcane. Now you can take cuttings from existing sugarcane to grow new sugarcane plants in winter and plant them outside in spring. Now, we'll be taking advantage of this little bud that's growing there to create a new plant. Let me show you how.
Now let me take a cutting right there from this sugarcane plant. This is a really nice stalk right there. So let me cut it.
Now I'm in California and it's winter here, and we've already harvested this sugarcane. So I got this stalk that's left over, and let me clean this up. So let me remove these leaves there. Be careful. These leaves can be like blades and they can cut your hand. So either wear gloves or be very careful. Now if you don't have sugarcane and you don't know anyone who has sugarcane, you can purchase these from Indian stores or Asian stores. Those stores usually carry them. You can purchase the stalks from them and use these stalks to grow your own sugarcane plants.
So here's the node, and I'm going to cut right there. So I want it to root this way down, and the shoot is going to come right up here. There you go. Finally got it. So here it is. I got 2 sections with just 1 node each. Fill cups with water and then simply add the sugarcane cuttings in water, making sure the node is submerged in water. Never fully submerge the sugarcane cutting in water because it can rot. Change the water every 3 to 4 days. After 3 weeks, the sugarcane cuttings will start to develop roots and it will start to develop the stalk as well. After 2 months, the sugarcane cutting has developed really nice roots and it has also developed a tall stalk. You can transfer the sugarcane cutting out in your garden in spring after the danger of frost is over. Dig a hole in the garden and bury the entire sugarcane cutting in your garden while keeping the stalk straight up. There you go. And water the sugarcane cutting after planting. After 10 to 11 months, you can start harvesting sugarcane.
Now, if you want to know what seeds you must start in January, check out this video on seeds to grow in January, and I'll see you in another video.